Hi, I'm Sarah, and today I want to demonstrate how to do a front wrap cross carry. I am going to demonstrate this a little bit differently based on what I learned during my amazing consultancy course with Lorette, the Senior Baby. Come on, kiddo. Today I'm going to be using this gorgeous wrap designed by Sandy at Brown Dog Weaving, and you can see it's got contrasting rails, so it's great for this. I'm going to gather it up, put it to just underneath my chest, wrap it around. I'm going to raise them up like wings and bring them over my shoulders. That helps keep the passes from getting twisted. Once they're here, I'm going to gather them up onto my shoulders. As neatly as possible. That'll help tightening later. Now I'm going to grab my baby. You ready? Oh! Phineas is quite tired. And I'm hoping, since he's got my special bear in his hands, he's going to help us today. He's nearly 2 years old. Are you? Ready? So, I'm going to put him up on my shoulder. And I'm going to go from the bottom, go underneath this pass, grab both of his feet, slide them through, slide him down into a seated position, still holding all of his weight. Obviously, he's quite accustomed to being wrapped like this. It's a carry we use often. But when you've got a littler baby, they'll need to be slightly more supported than this big guy. I'm going to hold all of his weight on my arm and my forearm. I'm going to pull this pass up to over his shoulders. So shoulders plus a little bit more. Now, I am going to take the fabric that's at the bottom and keep it bunched all together just as it has been. Make sure it's going from knee pit to knee pit, and I am going to just tuck it right to the front of him, making sure that he's supported in here. I'm not going to reach in and tuck the fabric in between us. It's not necessary. It's more important that he's sitting in this pass. Hold on a second. Here you go. Strawberry? Yeah. Say thank you. Okay. Then I am going to support Phineas with my hand and my forearm. And I'm going to take this bunched pass and I'm going to pull a lot of tension out of it. And I use my shoulder blade to pull it out. I'm going to hand it to the hand that is underneath him, holding it in my fingers. Sorry. 1 second. And I'm going to slowly, inch by inch, pull out all of that tension, making sure to be careful to get it out on the purple and blue parts of the rail right here. Once I've got all that tension out, I'm going to make sure that that goes right into his knee pit. And to the other side, I'm going to change hands, pinning that behind this other knee. And I'm going to tighten the other side. I'm going to try it. Here. Okay. The support in this carry is all across his back right here. So it's really important that you get all the tension out of what on this wrap is the purple to blue to yellow section, focusing the most on that and getting... 1 sec. Once you've got all the tension out, I'm now holding both passes in my fingers and still supporting all of his weight. I'm going to take the first pass that we've already tightened, bring it underneath his leg and pin it there. I'm going to put this second pass we've just tightened underneath his knee pit and then under his second leg. Now, again, I want to make sure that all the tension, as much tension as I can, is out of there so that that's where he's being supported. I don't want the very, very tip of this rail to be super tight because I don't want it to be pressing into his neck. Hold on just a second. When I've got that all tightened, I'm going to tie it in a knot in the back. Okay, now I'm going to check to make sure that all the passes are right in his knee pits. I want his back to be nice and curved and his pelvis to be tilted, and I want to make sure the fabric is nice and smooth on his back and that it's not too tight right up here. Now, some people like to spread these passes for reinforcing. You shouldn't necessarily need to do that even with a big kid like Phineas. However, if you want to, you don't want to focus on the purple and blue, this interior rail, because when you do that, you're going to take out all of the tension that you've just pulled out and across his back. So what you want to do is get the green part, the green and yellow part of this rail, of these passes, one sec, on both sides. Here we go. Here you go. Can you put your arm in for me, please? With my special bear. Okay, you can take your arm out then. I'm going to start with the pass that's underneath. Take the green side. And then just, one sec. Can you be patient with me for one sec? I'm just going to pop it right up over his back. Oh, whoa, who is that? And the same on this side. It does not need to be spread all the way up the back. You do want to make sure, however, if you do this, that the blue and purple part, the inside rail, is still bunched under the knee pit, and this is only just reaching from knee pit to knee pit. Okay? And then, and now I'm going to let him out. Can I have a kiss? Thank you. Say bye-bye.
Bye.